Hello, lovelies. I never intended on doing a reading today, but here we are. So let's see. There's something someone needs to hear somewhere. And so I've taken just the Forest Tarot deck. I know these cards are platform friendly, I guess you could say. Because, like I said, I wasn't going to read today, but something needs to get through, so we're going to do that. So we can start off by doing our deep breath, and we're going to in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 8. Here we go. Alright, so what do we need to hear? Someone needs a message today, and we're gonna go see what that is. Today's Saturday morning, but you don't have to be seeing this on Saturday. Alright, we've got Seven of Pentacles, not spectacles. And the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups kind of landed sideways in that deck, right? So here, for me, what it's saying is that you're aware that there needs to be some, yes, it kind of follows yesterday's message of pruning. So yesterday is the day before. Pruning, trimming, something in your physical world, whether it's a business, something to do with your job, opportunities at work, or in your relationship, something to do with the relationship. This could be romantic or platonic. It doesn't have to be, take what resonates here, but there's something about something in your physical experience in your life, whether it's a friendship, relationship, whatever the case, that needs pruning, that needs 222 on the clock when I said that needs some adjusting. There needs to be some, either a conversation around, these are how my needs, I prefer my needs to be met. This is what feels all right. This doesn't feel all right. Because I'm talking about emotions, because the King of Cups is here. So our King of Cups showing up sideways it's a call for you to call in that sovereign energy, that masculine. Like the kings of any suit is the suit in action. So this is love in action. The king has gone through all the turmoils of making sure he picks the right cup. And this is not gender specific. This is just an energy. So once all of the other steps are done, once you've sat even in your feminine side of how am I feeling about this? How can I regulate my feelings in order to have the experience I want without harming anyone else? Because as the queen, she has to sit there and consider also her kingdom, and the king does also. But now the king is in a position where he's going to act on these emotions. This feels better for me. So the pruning has to take place in that energy, that space where you've done the contemplation, you've done the walking away if necessary, about it. And this could be just limiting beliefs and whatnot that have led you to feeling not so good, right? Whatever's feeling not right has to be trimmed back, has to be pruned out, has to be weeded. And the king is coming in a transitional energy, because it's you're on the path. You've done this part, you've done the like, all right, this has got to go, this has got to go, I got to give more water here, this needs fertilizing, so on and so forth. You've done those parts in all aspects of your physical world, in your everyday life. So you're ironing out where you need to be a better partner, employee, sibling, child, whatever the label. You've done that work on how you can fulfill those labels, those roles, in a more rewarding way, in a more fruitful way, in a more bloomed way, right? All the metaphors fit here. And so as you've done that work and you're ironing that stuff out, now you just have to start acting like the king. You have to start acting like the individual who's going to step forward into your new experience, honoring the changes you've made, honoring the transitions and transformations. 7 is a number of transformation. In alchemy, it's the 7th step. So here, what are we transforming? We actually have to put it into practice now. The bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So yes, we have to, this will allow that underlying energy that's going to come to the surface is going to be an energy of where you're sovereign in your actions in your daily life. Your emotions have to be aligned in order for him to come out, to come through. This is like the leveling up of that experience in your physical world, so you can step into your King of Pentacles energy. And then we have Judgment. Perfect. This is just so fitting for this, because once we step into our sovereign energy in our physical world, in your, like I said earlier, it's either, relationships, whether they're platonic or not, romantic, or they are romantic, whether it's business, whether it's family, friends, whatever the case. Once we're able to start to feel our way to believing we're going to act on our emotion, like honor our emotions, we're going to be able to step into our acting in our physical world like the king that we are. And this is going to come at a time where there's been some clearing out. You've done the judgment. Now the Judgment card here is basically, like you can see here, a group. It's all the aspects, all the facets of you coming together and realizing, all right, we can release this now. We can step into a new experience. We can allow the past to be the past, and it to just be how we arrive to our present. That's all it is. And to it's I'm just reading the book, The Myth of Normal. And in that book, it's ridiculous to place blame. There's no point. You're here now. Does it matter? It doesn't change the present situation. And so allowing that release of your past in order to just let it be what got you here. There's no need for blaming, pointing fingers, accusing. Like there's no point for that. Everybody up until this point, even in your experience, you've done the best you can with what you had, the knowledge you have, and the experiences you've had. And now you're aiming to do better. So don't go looking at the past, and it's time to let it go. Once we let it go, our Page of Cups can step up and explore new emotions, because this is going to be a new experience. It's going to feel really foreign. Stepping into this youthful, like, all right, I've let go of these bad things or these past things that I labeled bad, and I'm raw now. I'm raw. It's leaving me in a place where I've been carrying and dragging this with me as an identity forever, and now it's time to have let it go. Now that it's let go, I'm feeling raw. I'm feeling youthful but inspired. It's a vulnerable feeling you may have never felt before, because it's this weight that you've let go of. Almost like those chains you've been dragging, you've now let them go. You've let them go. You've let them go. You have to let them go. It's allowing for a new beginning. Let death take it away. It'll be an experience of rebirth, because as we all know, the Death card is not a bad card. It's the letting go part. It's the part that comes from releasing. Once it's been released, it's going to allow for a new experience and new things to come through. And then in that, our Page of Pentacles pops in to say, yeah, it's going to show up in your physical reality. New opportunities, new experiences. We have new energy, new emotions, once we release that energy from the past and step into acting like the king that we are. Again, not gender specific. It's that sovereign energy of acting on your emotions, being true to yourself, true to your emotion, and allowing you to have the experience in this reality that you truly deserve.